Hi guys, Ivy here again, and welcome back to my channel. And today I'm going to be telling you some tips and tricks for taking great Schleich photos. So the first trick to know is you don't need a expensive camera to take good Schleich photos. I just use my normal phone. This does depend on the company that the phone is from, but if it's a very high quality phone, then it will work just as good as a normal camera. So you do not need fancy camera equipment if you have a phone. The next trick to know is, the next tip is to have a good background for your Schleich. So next tip is just to have a good background. For example, here I have a crowded space in the background. That doesn't look very good, does it? And it also draws your attention off the horse and to the background. This is the same horse in a nice background. It looks so much better. So that's my first tip for you. So just make sure to have a nice background for all your Schleich. The next tip is about the background. You don't have to have a fancy backdrop. I'm just using this toy chest. It looks so nice. I would also recommend using a wood board or anything else. I even use painted canvases sometimes. The next trick is your lighting. For example, here I am in a very dark space. This is not good. It makes your Schleich photos look very blurry, foggy, and just very not good. And here the lighting is very good, and my Schleich photo looks very nice. So the next thing you should think about when you're taking Schleich photos is the angle that you're taking them out. This may not sound like a big deal, but it can actually make a very big difference in the quality look of the photo. For example, here I am taking my photo from a very high angle. If you just squat down even, it can look like this. This is not a very good photo. Also, if you get too low on the ground, it can look bad like this. So what you're going to want to do is get level with whatever Schleich that you are taking a photo of. Exactly level with it, and then take your photo. It should look like this. So much nicer, right? I personally like to take a lot of outdoor photos with my Schleich. And if you're one of those people, well, let me tell you the times to do that. So first, if it's too early in the day, very, very, very early in the day, if you're a very early waker and you want to take your Schleich out for a photo shoot immediately after you get up, well, there might be too much shadowing. Same in the afternoon and night. A good time to take Schleich photos is in the morning, but not too early. It depends on how early that you get up, but just sometime around when you get up should be good. The next tip and trick many people mistake: the color of your background with the color of your horse. For example, here my Schleich is brown, and I have him with almost the exact same color of brown in the background. You may not be able to see this on the video, but in person, this just blends in too much. It makes the Schleich figure that you're using almost look like part of the background. So what you're going to want to do is choose a very different color of background or pattern of background to go with your Schleich. This just makes it look so much better, brighter, and just, I love this. The next thing that I would like you to know is if you want to include any Schleich small figure people in your photos. For example, well, if you want your Schleich photos to look realistic, they're not, because your Schleich people don't look realistic. But if you want a tip on making them look realistic, then you came to the right place. So for example, here you can see the girl's face. It doesn't look very realistic, right? Well, that's why. Well, this is why. Because, unfortunately, it's very hard to take a realistic Schleich photo with a Schleich person from the front angle. It's almost impossible to get a realistic photo. So what you're going to want to do instead is get them from a back angle or side angle. But from the front angle, it just really doesn't look good. But this is the comparison. This is from the front angle, and this is from the back angle. It looks so much better, right? Well, I have one more Schleich tip for you today. Do you want your rider to ride bareback, but this is what happens? They just fall off because they're made to go in the saddle. Ugh. This happens to me so much. So to fix that problem, you're just going to need a clear loom band or hairband, whatever you call them. So what you're going to do is take your Schleich model and take your Schleich person. You're going to set your Schleich person on your Schleich model. Then you're going to wrap the loom band around one ankle. So it should look a little something like this. Then you're going to put it around the horse's body and put it onto the other foot or ankle. So it should look like this. Hopefully that made sense. But now your Schleich rider can ride bareback, no problem. And I hope that you enjoyed those tips and tricks. And join me back tomorrow for more videos. And yeah, bye guys. See you again soon.